what's going on? So I'm just down here by the river, and I've been exploring lately with Hawaiian Woodrose seeds. Um, for the past couple of years, I've been exploring with Motherwort, Blue Lotus. Um, hold on, herbs like I took kratom for 2 years, well, 3 years, almost every day, 3 times a day. I'm no longer taking kratom. There's a bunch of different things I'm no longer using at the moment. Right now, I'm on clip dagger. I made a brew with clip dagger, flower tops, a little bit of motherwort, flower tops. I took some canna and smoked some cannabis. And I smoked a little bit of DMT not too long ago. But some people would say, yo, that's a lot of things you just took. You just took a lot of substances. And realistically, for me, see, I know what I'm looking for, right? And I'm not looking to get drugged out and get high or whatever the fuck, right? I'm more looking to reconnect with the planet, to do what humans came to Earth to do, right? We're here for a reason. We just, so many of us die before ever finding out the reason why they were alive. And I don't want that for anybody, I want everyone to figure out why they're here on Earth. And when somebody else figures out why they're here on Earth, a lot of times they get judged, so a lot of people would say there was no reason I needed to smoke DMT 500 times to under whatever, but at the same time, it was a me thing. So many people would say, I wouldn't, I've done Hawaiian Bay Woodrose seeds anywhere from 20 to 30 times now. So many people would say, why are you doing it so much? Why do you do it so often? Or why do you smoke weed every day? Or why do you do this? Or why do you do that? Or the why for me will be different than the why for you. Just like your purpose on earth will be different than my purpose on earth. What makes you happy might make me miserable. What makes me happy might make you miserable. Humans, we're all part of the same whole, but we're different parts of that whole. It's one planet Earth is one giant puzzle piece, and we just haven't figured out the puzzle yet. But we are each a piece to that puzzle, right? And we need to figure out which piece of the puzzle we are. Find your place in the world. Find your place, and then your place will make you so much happier as well. You'll feel more fulfilled. You'll feel genuinely just happy and content. But at the same time, you'll feel miserable and sad at times because life, just made a video about it, is about, ups and downs, peaks and dips. It's just part of life. But acceptance of what is also the key, I feel like, because it's like when you know who you are, you accept it. It's like, this is just what I do. There is no, if you're a vegan, it never comes in your mind that maybe I'll have some meat, or maybe, you're just like, I don't eat meat. It's just what I do. You just know it. It's not something that you question. It's not, I don't know. And I just think, for me personally, the plants is what I have been here to do. I tend to like plants that aren't as known about. Like Hawaiian baby woodrose seeds I've been diving deep with, and I really like Hawaiian baby woodrose seeds more than I like morning glories because they don't really have a history to them. There's like no shamanic usage of them, so therefore I feel like there's not as much baggage in the experience. It's like a new thing you can learn from, and a lot of people don't like it because the nausea, but I'm all about shamanic experiences. I don't give a fuck about nausea. I don't care if I throw up. To me, Hawaiian baby woodrose seeds is one of my favorite psychedelics, even though it's not really that intense, DMT will always be my favorite psychedelic. It's the one that I learned from the most, but, I smoke cannabis almost every day, still, I don't know. I don't have as much of a dependence on cannabis as I used to. I used to have to smoke it, in order to go to sleep at night. And now it's like, if I have it, if I have the money for it, I'll get it. If not, then I won't. It's like, as I've gotten farther in this journey, I've gained a little more control over myself. But, it's just part of growing up. I'm only 26 years old. And, I've learned a lot. I've explored a lot with psychedelics. Have hundreds of psychedelic experiences, almost thousands. Um, I've explored with almost every psychedelic besides, I've never done mescaline, and I haven't done ibogaine yet. I want to explore more with salvia, but like more a tincture version of it, or like chewing on the leaves. Um, I want to explore a little bit with coleus, even though it's said to be a mild thing, but I want to explore with it because these are things that haven't really been explored as much. An interesting thing that I found out with Motherwort, because like I said, I was diving deep with Motherwort for about 2 years, learning with it, and found out that there was a threshold dose. Found out that at low doses, it's more like a nice, warm, and comfortable feeling vibe thing. At a high dose, if you can resist the sleep, then it's more of a somewhat psychedelic-ish type of thing. It's a weird, interesting thing. But I've been able to have visions with Motherwort, and the most interesting thing I found out was the Hawaiian baby Woodrose seeds experience and the high dose Motherwort experience, I would compare to be a similar experience. They're very similar to each other within they both make you relax, kind of put you to sleep, give you visions. It's a really interesting thing. I would never have expected them to be anywhat similar. Obviously, they used I think Motherwort works on GABA receptors and a few other receptors, and obviously Hawaiian Baby Woodrose works on the traditional serotonin receptors because there's ergot molecules in there, and I think stachydrin, leonorine, and marabrin and a few other molecules are the main molecules in Motherwort, and but it's just plants interest me. The Blue Lotus experience is very interesting as well. Mixing the Blue Lotus with Motherwort was a nice mixture for me, and I've just been diving deep and using blue vervain, and I like using Motherwort, blue vervain, and things like that because they grow right down here naturally down here by the river. So it's almost springtime, and springtime I'm going to collect purple dead nettles. Uh, and then summertime, I'm gonna start collecting Motherwort and start collecting different, um, you know, uh, blue vervain and white vervain and plants like that. But I don't know. I just wanted to sit here and talk about plants with you guys real quick because I'm out here in Mother Nature and it just feels beautiful to be outside because it's finally nice out. It's starting to get nice out, and I just love plants. They've changed my life drastically. Whether they're psychedelic, psychoactive, or just medicinal or just whatever, they've all helped me out in so many different ways, and I'm just grateful for Mother Nature. Yeah. Well, peace out, guys.